The secret of managing a successful database lies in your groupings. I'm going to show you in this short session how to manage your groups and how to set up your groups for the loading of your database. Your groups could be anything from private groups, which would be your inner circle that you don't want to communicate to, or your circle of influence, your buyers, your sellers, your farming area. It could even be a group of parents at the school. You choose how you want to set up your groups, and this assists you in a better way of communicating with them and a more professional approach to sending out bulk emails. Once again, you will log in through the Open Networks system. It will use the same login details as you would for the for your @Everitt email address, and this is your Open Networks landing page. Now, before we discuss groups, your privacy setting on your group will be determined by whether you have access to the bulk emailing facility. If you open your Open Networks account and you do not have the little envelope showing, it means that you do not have access to the bulk emailing facility. Somebody in the office have, and that would normally be your administrator. Most offices, 1 or 2 people have access to the bulk emailing facility. We will therefore set up your database so that you can have access to it, as well as your administrator, who will be sending out bulk emails on your behalf and as if it was you that sent it. Right, so how do we set up groups? First of all, you make a list of the groups that you would like to set up. You would, for example, have an umbrella group of your contacts, one big group. Then you would have your buyers, and you could even split them up in buyers below X amount, buyers above X amount. Now, if you have played on your CRM system before, I think it would be wise to check what I do have loaded so that you don't duplicate groups. So let's have a look at my buyers. What groups do I have that I have listed as buyers? There we go. I have a blanket group for buyers, or an umbrella group for buyers. I've got buyers 2 to 3 million, buyers over 3 million, and buyers under 2 million. Now, on the list of groups that I have decided I want to create, I have another list, or another group of buyers that I want to add. So I simply click on the add button. What is the name of my group? It would be investors, and I click next, and there we go. I can see there is already a group called Maria Investors. So I cannot add a group with that name, and I will say investors above 1.5. Right, there we go. That is the group I want to add. Now let's have a look at the privacy setting. That is the most important thing when you load your groups. If you set the privacy at business, it means that everybody at Chas Everitt can see that group. Not necessarily the contacts inside the group, but everybody can see that group. So that is not necessarily what you want to do. You will set your privacy at role. If you set your privacy at private, it means that only you can see it. Now that's all good and well if you have a bulk emailing facility. But if you set a group at private and you don't have a bulk emailing facility, then it means that nobody can communicate with that group. Okay, so we're going to set it at role. If I have contacts loaded already, I can now search for my contacts and I can add them right here. I can search either by name, company, notes, or by email. I'm going to search this one by email. There she is, and I can add her to my group. Who's the owner? Your owner would either be yourself, in this case, that would be me, or you can set the owner as your office. In the instance, for example, where you would load the service providers for your office, you would make the owner office, and you would publish your group so that the whole office can see it. And that's it for now. If you want to make notes on the group that you've just added, then let's have a look. Investment and buyers, no time frame. There we go. I made a note on it, and I can save this new group. If we are looking at our, let's do service providers, I want to see if I have groups in the office for service providers. I don't want to create a new group if there's one already, so I'm going to click on service providers, and I see, yes, we have a group for service providers Struisbaai, we have a group for service providers Western Cape. That sort of covers what I need to do. So I can just add my contacts into the service provider group that I already have for the office. And let's try one last one. Farming area. I want to add a group for my farming area. Let's see if it already exists. My farming area does exist. I want to create a new group? Yes. I want to create a group for farming area, and it is in Struisbaai. Next. I'm going to leave my role as my privacy setting as role, because I want my office administrator to be able to send these emails. I'm not going to add my contacts now because I haven't loaded my contacts yet, and I'm going to set myself as the owner. There we go. And that is as easy as it is to load your groups. If you want to manage your groups, I can have a look at this group, and I'm not too happy, for example, with the name, so I can change this into Farming Area Bredasdorp. Happy with the change, I'm happy with the role, and I'm just going to make myself the owner. There we go, and I'm going to save it. Now the changes have been saved in the name of the group. But please remember that the contacts loaded in this group is still the same.